Welcome back, everybody. After a COVID-19 enforced hiatus, the Mangaung African Cultural Festival, Macufe, is scheduled to officially begin on the 2nd of October. The festival is a flagship program of the Free State Department of Sport, Arts, Culture and Recreation. Patrons can look forward to, gospel music show, comedy, theatre, jazz festival, hip-hop music festival, film expo, and so on and so forth, and stuff like that. And to show more on what can be expected at the gathering this year, we're now joined by festival organizer Ben Moseme and musician, singer and songwriter Maleh, as well as comedian Celeste Ntuli. Very good morning to the three of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us. Good morning.
Good stuff. I'm going to start with you, Ben. Just take us through this year's festival, what festival goers can look forward to.
Obviously, we started officially yesterday with SABC. We had a beautiful night of boxing at Pekops, and tomorrow we'll be having the gospel show. We've got Teboho, we've got Leboso Khobela, we've got Benjamin Dube. Yeah. It's going to be a beautiful show. Tomorrow is Sunday the 2nd. Tickets are selling at ShopRite Checkers. And then we've got Celeste Ntuli, who will be actually with us on Wednesday with David Kau, with Mashabela, with Tia Khau, and many more who will be doing the comedy of Macufe, and they will be jumping into the divas. Yes, one of our diva, Maleh, in studio with us. We've got Zahara, we've got Lamiz, we'll be having Zonke, we'll be having, Makazi, one of our internationals. And both Zonke and Makazi will be jumping over to the main festival on Saturday at the Rose Garden. That's where we're going to have about 20,000 people at the festival. We'll have press, we'll have Somito, a lot of African Budaza from Lesotho. We'll be showcasing our talent and our culture, especially post the COVID. People haven't been having the personal touch. We've been very distant. We've been staying at home in closed doors. So Macufe is back with a big bang. And we're expecting a lot of people to be coming to bloom. Guest houses are full, hotels are full. Tickets are selling. Both shows have gospel for tomorrow is sold out. The Tsepi hip hop Amapiano was sold out yesterday.
No doubt, Macufe Festival, is a cherry and in everybody's entertainment calendar. So, what is it that you've added or made changes to this year's lineup to make it more better and more attractive?
I think the first thing is for us to recognize and empower our locals. So most of the lineups, if you look at them, they've got a lot of local content, which is very important. Economy is bad post-COVID. This is one way of trying to assist our people. And yes, we've got strong international artists that are there, like your Makazi, who's been, trotting the whole globe. And you've got Zonke. I mean, once you have Zonke in a festival, she's one of the top in the country. Okay. You can't forget the likes of Maleh, who has been born and bred in the borders of Lesotho Free State, and she's now a national icon. You've got David Kau coming back, with Celeste and them. That will be also a nice thing. But we had a beautiful Macufe Cup, obviously, last weekend, which was the relaunch of Macufe, the backdrop of Macufe. And last night with boxing, you can't ask for more than that. We'll be having a film. People will be interviewed. We'll have a DVD afterwards that says, this is the experience of Macufe. So those are things that we're coming up with. You'll have crafters. You've got the hawkers. I mean, our mamas, we looked at the numbers. We've got 2,900 security guards that are going to be employed. Oh, wow. So you'll just imagine 2,900, I'm just talking one sector of security personnel that is going to be working or to be employed by Macufe. So we're talking over $500 million worth of investment into the province.
Sure. There's absolutely no reason not to attend. And we've got a diva in the house, Maleh. It's such a big deal being a part of this festival. I mean, it is every artist's dream to be a part of Macufe. So what does it mean to you to be included in the lineup, and what should you look forward to?
Well, the Maleh you see sitting here today is the product of Macufe. I think the Macufe stage was my first professional stage.
Really?
Being, as Ben has mentioned, an artist that grew up in the Free State, my career started in Bloemfontein. And I think this is one of the things that's incredible about the festival. Over the years, they've always afforded local artists the opportunity to get those platforms in front of mass audiences. And, you know, for us as artists to be given just the opportunity to share our craft with people outside of our immediate family is such a blessing. So I'm very honored to be a part of this year's lineup. And you've heard just the amazing lineup that it is. It's incredible to be a part of the Divas this year.
It
Yeah.
certainly is.
Yeah.
Now, Celeste,
How's
it going? Hi, Marawe, I've been laughing all morning today, so don't make me laugh.
I know. I saw you laughing.
Yes, yes, imagine. Coming to my show and telling me nonsense.
Well, it's amazing. I haven't. The last time I was in Macufe, I think David was also hosting it, probably 2015. So I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been to Macufe for years, and I think it becomes such an international festival, if you will. I once performed at the Essence Festival. It's the same level of energy. It's the same level of vibe, importance. And I think people drive outside of a Free State to come, because most people have been asking me. So are you? It's a huge thing. So it's amazing to perform for audience that is excited.
Sure.
Because comedy also is like a conversation.
It is a conversation.
So when you meet people that are excited, you don't want to get off stage.
Right.
Because, you know, I think Wednesday is going to be nice and funny and people are going to laugh. And also, I think this is the first time we have such a strong lineup of comedians. With Kumba, David, and almost all of us as comedians. For the past 2 years, we haven't been performing as much as we would like to be. So I think there's a ton of new material coming from everyone. Because, I mean, we've written the joke in 2019 that never worked anymore. Because we didn't ever want to perform.
Jeez, does that happen though?
COVID just made all of us stay at home. We tried with an online comedy shows, but they're weird because
it never works.
And
I've been asking daily the same thing.
Listen, you
because
see,
it's like you're talking to yourself.
And then after you finish the joke, this is when you see the emoji, rolling emoji. Which one are you
What's the point?
So I'm excited as a performer. I'm excited as a performer to come and perform at Macufe. And hopefully I'll definitely, because people have been asking me, when are you coming to Bloemfontein? Hey, after Macufe, I'm going to try and bring my own show, but please bear with me. At least Macufe brought me. Because everyone has been asking me when am I doing the show. So I'm excited because it gives me an opportunity to even actually have people that wanted to come to my show and wanted me to bring the show there. This is a better opportunity. Wednesday it's going to be the most amazing lineup of comedy. I wish I put that lineup off. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know how they called all of us together, because when I call them, I'm not available. That's why I'm excited.
Good stuff, good stuff. Ben, let's talk about the economic spin-offs that this festival brings, especially to the local entrepreneurs. You've thrown in, big figures like R500 million. Let's talk about, the developments that will be brought forth as a result of this festival.
I mean, coming into Bloem from the N1, from Lesotho to the N8, jumping over to the Northern Cape, Kimberley, filling stations are pumping. The toll gates are pumping, the tire repairs companies are pumping. You get into the city, hotels, guest houses, security guards, like I've mentioned, catering companies, the waterfront, Mimosa Mall, hair salons, fashion stores. It's the chain is big. Second Avenue, car washes, Cubana, Capello, Mahungra, Kayla K, it's just a triangle of economic spin-off that goes beyond what people see with the eye. The artists that are performing, the cleaners and the venues, people that are looking after our cars, the policemen that have been employed and deployed from other provinces and cities. So it's massive economic spin-offs. It's something that is our pride. As you know, we pride ourselves with education as #1 in the country. Macufe is the best festival we've had. Essence came from New Orleans. We did the Essence in eThekwini. It was because of the pressure that Macufe is setting in the country. The Cape Town Jazz, your Standard Bank Drive Jazz, DSTV, Delicious last week. Macufe is standing out. It's a proper African cultural. That's where we enjoy ourselves. We showcase who we are. The only time you become yourself is when you're excited, when you are happy, when you are free, So when your heart and soul is African, that is all about Macufe. That's why we're saying halala Macufe mochauchile.
Indeed.
We are going all out. Corporates are there, the corporate village. You know, tickets are selling at 3.9. You get food throughout the day, entertainment, networking platform. We've got Standard Bank, we've got ABSAs, you've got Old Mutuals, you've got, you know, telephone companies, cell phone companies. It's a beautiful thing. It's everybody's going to be there. SIDA, you know, ministries will be there from different national departments. So you need to be in bloom. You know, our mamas who are just selling on the streets, just you know, a T-bone or a steak and pap and chakalak.
Yeah.
That's a big economy. You know,
there's everything for everyone.
Everything for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
We certainly hope that the tickets have been verified, so we don't have to queue for 2 hours at the gates.
No, we're definitely moving. The systems are running.
Okay.
We've been preparing since July. Okay. You know, we had a dry run with Women to Women. If you remember, we were back in the studio for 27 August, Women to Women. Because the nerve system, it's something that needs to be revived from time to time, you know. So we are confident that we're pulling it off nicely. We had a beautiful show, like we said yesterday, of Tsepi. 6,000 youth under one roof. Uncle Waffles, you know.
That's massive. That's
Trini and Stino. It was just unbelievable. So
massive, yeah.
Tomorrow is the gospel, like I said. You know, All Grace is buzzing. We'll have 4,500 seated audience from 10 a.m. until 12 midnight. You can't ask for anything beyond that. And we'll have our artists that have been nominated for the awards. We've got our MCs, our DJs, Lavas, Lesedi's been backing us strongly, and SABC overall. So all roads are leading to Bloemfontein. Halala Macufe mochauchile.
Now, Maleh, what's the importance of you know, a festival of this nature to creatives and artists like yourself? I mean, what does it do to your own, you know, to your own image as an artist?
Look, my paycheck is definitely going up after this, and I think, you know, if you've heard the magnitude of the festival, it is a privilege to be able to put this kind of festival on your CV. I definitely believe that one of the things that we always need as artists are these kinds of platforms that will really drive your brand to that international level. Yeah. And Macufe certainly has done that over the years. It's such a privilege. I can't say, you know, I've grown with this festival since I was 18 years old. Wow. And yeah, next year I celebrate 20 years in the industry, and to still have this privilege is an honor.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Yes. All right. That should be a nice celebration.
Right, yes.
It is actually.
I'm launching my album, Lerato Laka, really officially at this festival to the Free State, and that's really something for me.
All right. All right. Celeste, what do you look forward to when you're personal?
Personally, it's performing. Because for the past years I've been locked on television. Yeah. So now after COVID I had a chance to just do comedy. So I'm excited at every stage, at every 10, and of course I'm with my show, one woman show, Money and Men, that I'm currently running. So it's good that I'm getting to, you know, create. Because what you do as a comedian, definitely want to come up with another comedy or set or joke or something. There's nothing.
There's always something.
Yeah,
to
the more you perform,
about.
the more you
Exactly.
get. The more you perform, the more you get.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact that the whole festival has its own experience. Yeah. So there's a lot that I'm going to gain as well as a performer, but more importantly.
And I know one of you comedians will be joking about palapala, load shedding,
all of it. So I think the jokes are there, but the excitement of people is what makes the performance.
All right. Thank you so much, you three. Thank you for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, the popular Mangaung African Cultural Festival, Macufe, returns with a bang this year. And for more on the program and structure of the festival, you can visit the official website, www.officialmacufe.co.za.